this morning to try to get into this spot super early, like 2 hours before daylight. I kind of only got in about an hour and a half before, but I scouted this spot last week, and it was like it was just starting to heat up. And that's where I saw that buck who went down in the ditch a little ways over that way, probably about 80 or 90 yards. So, with these white oaks over here, we're just starting to drop. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them over here. So I'm back in here with a good wind, and it's breezy this morning. I just hope that I didn't mess it up getting in here, because I think for some reason this year, I don't know if I'm being too lazy with my access, but I seem to be where the deer are, just not seeing them all the time that I want to. So, but there's acorns falling in here constantly, so we are in the right spot. Just see what happens. Try to stay positive.
Mm. Mm.
It doesn't feel very good when you get up at 2 in the morning just to come miss. And she was like 38 yards. I decided to shoot a low second pin instead of a high top pin, which is not how I like to normally shoot that range. I just should have known better. I was actually going to shoot my bow last night, because I haven't shot it in like 2 weeks. I've been dragging it everywhere, and kind of nervous because I haven't shot it. That's why. Oh no, just sit it out. small doe, almost like a yearling doe, I think. And I was contemplating shooting her just for a second because we need some meat, but I realized she had a little 6-point on her tail. And he was a young deer too, but she stood around in here. He pushed her around, bumped her around all over until she got like 3 yards from the tree. And she caught my ground scent, or she just caught the scent dropping straight down. I mean, they were right here. Wow. Let me tell y'all something about me. I am not a killer. And what I mean by that is the reason I get so emotional, like, the reason I get so emotional and I get so jacked up is because I struggle to hold it together when I get in front of these deer. It's tough for me. I mean, I've killed, I don't know, a dozen bucks, decent bucks or better. Like, I've killed deer, but just every time I can't control it. It's hard for me, That's what separates a lot of guys is, the guys who get it done. They don't miss those opportunities, Deer gets in front of them, a deer's gonna die. But I get tore up, so it's a big deal for me to hold it together and pull it off. So, and I do try to work on that, but man, it gets me so worked up every time. It's like that shot on that doe. I take that shot all the time, and I have a plan for that shot, for that yardage, that 38. My arrow drops like 5 inches. My top pin drops about 5 to 6 inches at 35 yards. So, I shoot my top pin out to 40. I just hold it high. I just hold it top of the bag. There's just something about that second pin that just always seems to fly high. And I know that, and yet I did it, I made the split-second decision and rushed the shot. And, that's a tough range, that 38 yard for most guys. It's just an odd range. But man, what a morning and what a hunt. It's not over. And Rudy may have done something. He messaged me. So look forward to hearing from him. But I gotta finish my stuff here, so looks like she may not be in heat, but we got a doe being bumped around in here, so we are in the spot, son. So anything could happen at this point. Obviously these small deer feeling frisky, but I don't know where the big those are. There's some good ones in here. This could be the day they come through and check it out, though. These acorns in here are obviously the pass through. Everything's passing through here right now. Alright, it's about noon, and it's getting real windy, and I'm gonna slip out of here. I think I'm gonna come back here tomorrow. That was a clean miss. They didn't smell me or see me, I don't believe. I did run out of their stopper, which I probably didn't have to do, but I think I'm gonna come back. Saw a lot of other deer later on, bucks, little small bucks coming through. So these deer are moving. They're moving through here. They're coming up out of this drainage. They're coming up over this hilltop, going down into that other drainage. So I'm gonna get out of here. Got a long drive home and be up at 2 a.m. tomorrow, I guess. Pack it back in here. So appreciate you guys checking out the video. Hopefully next time we get a little better result. So see you on the next one.